So for today's project, you'll be needing a capacitor, a jumper wire, 2 sets of single 3-pin headers, or you can have a double set. They can be connected together, that's fine. A 8-dip socket for your Attiny, a breakout board. Also, you'll need an Arduino UNO for the programming, but he comes back in later. So for now, we'll work on this. To start things off, you'll put both pin headers into your Arduino UNO. That's mainly just to hold them in place. This is a breadboard PCB. So if you was to take this, not all PCBs are this way, but this one in particular is. If you take this and test between here and here, these are all connected. All these are connected together. This one's not, because he has a little break right there, but all these ones are. Then likewise, this whole row is, this whole row. You also have a main bus running down the middle. So if we're doing 6 sockets here in one spot, what we'll need to do is cut the circuits in between so this side and this side won't be connected together. So that's going to be our first step. Okay, so I located the side that the traces are on. It's on this top side right here. We're going to take a knife, and we want 1, 2, 3. Then will be our headers, 1, 2, 3, and that one's not connected. So we need at least 2 on each side, which is that's what we're going to have here. And that should be 1, 2, 3. And for this one, we have 1, 2. If we need to, we connect that one. So let's take a knife and carefully break the circuits 3 deep, and then we break the circuits again. Three deep. Now let's see if that broke it or if we're going to have to clean it up with a Dremel. I may not have pressed down hard enough to break the circuit. That one's still connected. That one. So the first one is broken, the other 2 aren't. We need these to be completely free. They can't have any continuity between them. That one's good. That one's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean this up just to be on the safe side with a Dremel. I'll be right back. Okay, now I know for a fact they're not connected. We'll check one more time just to make sure. No, 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 and nothing's connected together. All right, but we're still connected here to here. And we're still connected here and here. Well, here, not that one. So now we are safe to proceed, knowing where they're at, not the N one, but starting from the N1, 3 in, and 1, 2, 3 over. We're going to place that on our PCB right there. So that will be our first solder joint. Let's get our iron heated up. I'm going back and forth while I'm soldering these to try not to melt the pin headers. And I soldered the wrong one. There we go. Let's put a little more solder on these. There we are. Now we'll move over to our next one. And that'll be soldering down our 8-pin board. Right there. Doesn't matter exactly where you put it. You can put it to your own preference. You may want it closer, but right here is fine for me. I want it just enough that if I need to cut this board in two, I can. So let's actually move it back here. And now we could cut that board off if needed. Now, we're going to do the exact same process on the other side. Going to pick one corner and solder it. We'll do this one here. Go to the opposite corner and solder that one. Then we go ahead and solder them all. All right, now we'll go through and clean them up. Now this is going to be our bottom side. like that. So now we need to do our wiring, and we'll start in on that in a minute. Let's just double check everything and make sure we don't have any bridges so far. This side's all good. That side's all good. That one's good. Had a little bit of flux and resin still on it. So next, we do our wiring.